guess my first memory of art was like when I was in kindergarten. Our teacher asked us to do like some sort of drawing project. Like draw your favorite dessert. I didn't really have a favorite dessert, but I kind of picked whoever, some sort of dessert, which was an ice cream sundae. And I started drawing that ice cream sundae, and then all the kids from the class, um, they kind of gathered around me, and they were looking at what I was drawing, and then they started asking. I felt really uncomfortable because I didn't like them like looking right over my shoulder. But it was kind of funny being like, I don't know, whatever age you are in kindergarten, and feeling uncomfortable like that for like the first time. That's probably my earliest memory of art, drawing. I've been intimidated from that for like so many years. I mean, not now anymore, obviously. When it came to experimenting with paintings, it was because of my G mama, my grandma. She bought me like a. This is the funny part because like I never thought of her to ever think about me. Outside of, well, I guess my life with her, or in her own life in general, to think that like, oh yeah, my grandson, one of many, likes art and everything. But I guess she was at a yard sale one day and she thought about me because she saw a painting kit, this little burgundy box, little wooden burgundy box. Someone was selling for like 75 cents, and she bought it for me. It came with these water paints and a few brushes, and she gave it to my dad to give to me. I felt really special. I'm like, oh cool, someone thought about me without me being around them. So I tried out one of the paints and some of the brushes, and I was like, oh shit, I think I just got addicted. So that's how the whole painting process started. Funny how 75 cents equaled out to what I really dove into. Someone's junk instead of my treasure or addiction. Honestly, all I've ever done is just like I dive into my paintings. I'm like just all out, just I guess what would you call it? YOLO with them? I think that's the correct term for today. Yeah, I don't practice. I kind of I'll probably just sketch it up on whatever canvas I'm gonna paint on the same day. I didn't really practice it the day before or anything like that. That's how it started, and now I'm kind of trying to practice it before. I'm trying to like really visualize it a lot more. There's times I'll stare at a sketch that I had before I go to sleep and wait for it to question me until I can find the confidence to actually paint it. Yeah, something I somewhat practice. So yeah, every painting has had its own unique timing. There's been some paintings I'm able to do in one day, and some I start and get like halfway done and finish it like a month later, which kind of sucks because I hate putting things off that I love aside like that. I think each painting has its own kind of unique quality going on to it where it comes down to spacing time. But I do love to try and get it all done at once. I think just like anyone else, try to really force it out, but sometimes I take a step back and I can't force it out anymore. And that's not good for me. Started off with so much excitement and joy, and then I get stuck. And I look at it, and it looks at me, and we're kind of just in that Western kind of place. But yeah, I don't. I've been stuck for days, weeks, then months. So far, not a year, and I hope that never comes. But yeah, I've looked at things for a while, and it's taken a long time until I figure out what to do with it. And I think the best time to figure out what to do with it is when I have no idea what to do with it, but it just does. Kind of comes naturally. And try to dive into just what comes naturally more. But there are times I really do try to plan something out before. I think my biggest influences come from interviews and just listening to them while I'm painting, drawing, trying to go to sleep. I mean, last night I was listening to an artist interview just to go to sleep because hopefully motivate myself to wake up and dive into it as well. It's not really an artist or just one person that does one thing that influences me. There's a lot of artists, Carano, Julian Casablancas. Just their lyrics can influence me without like showing me a picture. Regina Spektor, she's another one. It's freaking awesome. But I think a lot of it is Carano. I love the way she sees things as being a lot simpler in words. Well, maybe she doesn't see it the way I see it. She does a lot of like really freaking awesome things that don't even have to do with like, what she started off with. I mean, she wrote a musical. She does like soundtracks and everything. But I think that's really what my influence is to create other things outside of art, fine arts that are still a part of art. I'm really trying to catch up to that, not comparing myself, just being myself. But I think no matter what, you're always going to have that, someone else to look up to and compare yourself to. So the confidence isn't always going to be that high, but it is growing because I have someone else to look up to until I get to that person level. I mean, I don't believe it. It's still like, oh, I'm already better than them. Like, see who else is better. Just like, oh shit, that's a part of growing. It's cool. But there's a lot of doubt. I like to be outdoors. I like to be moving. I don't like TV. I don't like watching TV. But someday I would like to create something for people to watch TV. Like animations. So I like making animations. Whether it's just like GIFs and just like something like a 90-second animation to whatever. I like to make them. I'm still kind of trying to shoot for that because I feel like it's the ultimate creation. I like music. I like to write. Maybe not poetry, but I do like to write. And I like to do photography, videography. That's why I feel like it's kind of the ultimate creation. It's just, combining it all into one. Basically an animation, because you can do all of that. So it's your art, your lyrics, your visuals, your music, your choice of everything. So I think that's really what I want to shoot